Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. I'm gonna set this camera up on this little hill pointing in the direction toward this last gifting tree that we used back in the back, and just leave it running while we're out in the woods walking around today, and hopefully we'll get lucky and catch something slipping across behind us. I don't know if it will or not, but it's worth a shot, so let's give it a whirl. And we will get on with our day. Let's go. Yeah, she found something.
I gotta show you. You left some lollipops in the last bag.
Uh-huh.
Look here. Flat as a fritter. That
Lolly.
candy was, it was just those small lollipops. Chomp. I don't even think I could make a bite mark like that.
So now we know how many licks it takes to get to the center of that. 1, 2, crunch.
They didn't make it too far from the tree either. They got them square. And that bag is gone.
Those bags I packed up today had peanuts and pretzels and licorice in it, so we'll see how they like that.
They love it.
Well, I've got that little camera set up on that hill by the tree there, and we're just going to leave it run and kind of back record anything that happens behind us today while we're out there at that other tree and around Skunk Bud Island and all that.
I took some pictures because I thought I saw some peeking going on.
And I guess she told you about the tree knocks she heard the other night when she got home from work. I was asleep already, so I didn't get to hear that. She said they sounded like they were in the wood line right behind the house.
Well, if the dog hadn't sounded off, I would have doubted what I heard, too.
Well, obviously I got over my little pig decoy sign experiment. I don't think I'll be trying that.
Maybe
You have to relearn the camera angles again all over with the sun shining. We've been so used to working in the cloudy, overcast conditions, it didn't matter. So let's play a 20 questions game.
Okay.
And I need you
I like
guys
20
to kind of help with this in the comment section. Let's just imagine that we were able to sit down at a table across from Sasquatch, and he understood us and we understood him, and we could verbally have a conversation. What questions would you ask? Deafening sound of silence. You have nothing to offer here.
Well, most of us would ask where they source from. Most of us would ask where they exist, if they stay in this plane, or if they exist somewhere else and just come into this plane. Those would be my top two.
How old do you really get? How many are there? You know, there's tons of questions you could think of, I'm sure.
I really believe that they have a lot more age to them than most would give them credit for in their genetics and their DNA, their healing abilities. I think it's like man used to live to be 900 years old. I'm not sure that they can't live to be very old. And I don't think they shape-shift per se, but we were just talking the other night about when we had taken my brother and a friend of his into the woods, and we were literally out there for a little while sitting against trees still hunting. Scared the tar out of them because they couldn't even see us. We had just integrated.
They walked past us close enough I could have reached out and touched them with my fingers. When you become so absorbed in your environment, you become part of that environment. And I think that's one of the tools in the toolbox that Sasquatch uses. They're so in tune with their environment that they literally just absorb themselves into their surroundings, which is why it's extremely difficult to see them, spot them. Most of the time it's only because they want you to know that they're there.
They may have some skill or ability to shift form, but I really believe that they just simply become their environment. This is all different.
So there's some homework for everybody. If you could sit down and write out 20 questions about what you would ask Bigfoot across the table from him, what are some of the key questions you would ask? That might be an interesting experiment to try out here. Maybe it'll elicit some kind of a response.
I'm just another egg.
Did you hear him?
I heard him.
That was Junior.
Behind us.
Just let out a whoop.
It's back here by the lake. At the same time the frogs died.
Yeah, why are the frogs doing it in the middle of the day? I understand nighttime.
They're buddies, just like the crow. I mean, they all... What is that? One spot. The wind blows and turns the trees. But it sounds like a waterfall. That may be the one that I saw up there in front of us. We may be getting close enough that they're creating some distraction.
Well, let's get on up here and do this tree. Yeah, I see that white pan is down now. It's way over to the left. I didn't want to spoil it for everybody, but I can see it on the ground from here.
Is that an limb? That big?
We'll get over there in a minute. Quit jumping ahead of the program here.
I can't help it.
Still waiting to hear if he calls out again.
I'm not good with programs. Don't walk it. Don't ask me why. Just don't walk it. Really?
threw your note in the ground, a nature crayon.
The marker's gone. What are you going to do with a marker?
He doesn't like your pictures.
Fine. I need to find a whiteboard or chalkboard or something different. I don't know. Okay. I'll bet you like my peanut butter, though.
Yeah, it's Junior writing books and making pictures, and all he does is eat the pages.
Bugger. Wood bugger. I don't know. If Junior should get grapes.
So you were seriously going to leave me up there with peanut butter strapped to my back?
I would have rescued you.
Mm-hmm. Make it believable.
I can't lie. I can't do it. No, I would have rescued you. I don't know with what, but I still had apples. I would have thrown them. Give them a distraction like they give us. I don't know. Hopefully that's it. All right. I don't think they would have hurt you.
So I guess
They probably would have laughed at
I
you.
guess talking about that whole shape-shifting thing, is it that they don't actually shape-shift, or that they just project the thought to make themselves appear different to you?
That's
Or-
what I believe, is they project thought to make something sound a certain way, just like that a little bit ago sound like a waterfall, or creates the illusion in just taking the matter and changing its form a little bit, or the thought and changing the form. They're so telepathic, I would be more inclined to believe they change our thought. Fortunately, these guys are pretty amicable. Yeah, they've been busy over here again or something.
Well, what was there? The drink bottle's gone.
Yeah, just that. Those two stayed.
You hear that limb just hit behind us?
Yeah. Well, I kind of put the thought out for them to walk with us today to show us what they wanted seen. It's getting to be a bad habit, exchanging these thoughts. They're not far.
Well, maybe putting that other camera up behind us might end up being a brilliant idea.
Might be.
Better than incense, huh?
And pig signs.
Hey.
I just didn't want to pay him for the pig sign. I mean,
I heard the sirens. I thought it was Johnny Law coming to get me for that pig sign.
this one's me.
Yeah, that great big one happened that...
I don't know what it was.
What the hell was that?
The whole tree sounded like crashing. I'm sorry. I grabbed your arm.
Jesus Christ. Give me a heart attack.
I wasn't trying to, but it's kind of like being in the woods up there in Minnesota
heard
and the
that-
bears come crashing through.
Well, I heard the growl.
I heard the whole tree. Okay, guys, you could just walk with us. You don't have to get...
It's where they come up and they touch you with an invisible hand.
My heart jumped out of my chest, but it wasn't throwing a whole limb or anything else. It sounded like a whole tree coming down.
Maybe he's mad because that other camera's up there running.
He can be mad.
Whatever,
He'll
he's
get
gonna...
over it.
But yeah, that whole limb is new.
Holy cow, it made my heart jump. I hope
That limb was new. A lot of that green structure is new on it.
on this side.
And one of them knocked the rocks down, or knocked a rock down off of there. And that didn't just fall off to the side, it was moved over. I mean, that's a good 20 inches away.
Well, I'm going to put it back and see what happens. Unless the big guy is letting us know that he's away from the space again.
I don't know. I
We'll
would
find
say
out.
the little one represents Junior.
That would be my thought. Maybe Junior did it.
Of course, Junior does all of it.
I was laughing the other day thinking about the personality traits of these. I'm not sure who Junior reflects, but the big guy. I just saw something in front of us. This whole woods is moving today, so I'm going to stop starting conversation once in a while. The big guy is so much like you. He's very creative and communicative, and sick sense of humor, to say the least. And Mama seems to be a little more like I am. She's very passive and very cool and just kind of does her thing and keeps everybody grounded.
Maybe I can get her to put her fingers in front of the camera.
I'd like to see her tie the big guy up to a tree.
Oh.
I bet if she gave him a jar of peanut butter, he'd know what to do with it. And Junior's a whole different story. I don't know, but my heart's still racing after that whole tree came down or whatever happened. Whew. I guess it could have been dry, but it sounded like a tree coming down.
Well, I'm going to blame that pan on the ground for the wind.
Yeah. How far is it from
Not too far. Just about right for the wind to have knocked it off of there. Does that A look like it's still an A, or is it been?
Yeah, it is. Very much so. I reckon Junior could have gotten it down to play with it. He seems to like.
Well, if Junior had gotten it down to play with it, he'd have probably left a special present in there for us.
Well, we haven't turned it over yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how now? Let's see.
Walk up here for a little ways. I'm kind of intrigued with this trail here today for some reason. Normally we'll cut across right in there on the skunk butt, but
That's where I was seeing him earlier. So
I think let's walk on down this way. Alright guys, we're going to make this a separate video here because we're going to go off in a different direction right now, so we will pick this up in just a little bit. Appreciate you joining in. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next leg. Thanks.